I drew Delphine like a month ago.
When you try your best but you don't succeed.
Hello, my name is Shantel from Shantel is Probably Sorry. If you want to skip my intro comments, you can. I do have intro comments, not many. This is my Snapchat. It's always in the description, but this is it if you want to add me on Snap. It's somewhere. In one of the last lines where Amelia says, I gave one to the state and one to the church, the DVD captions say one to the judge. And I was like, the judge? Excuse me. And that really makes a difference to someone who is deaf. It's the church, not the judge. I think that the bra and tank top that Evelyn or Delphine was wearing during that argument last episode was really cute. Like, where can I get that bra? Speaking of Delphine though, I drew Delphine like a month ago. So this is from like 110 called Endless Forms Most Beautiful. I just fell. Whew. And the song that's playing in the last 10 minutes of the episode is called Endless Forms Most Beautiful, and I'm pretty sure I think it's the most beautiful composition of the entire series. It's between that and Kendall's Farewell, which is a combination of Casima's theme and other stuff. Also, in my extra comments, I'm going to have a conversation about what I'm doing for season 2, okay?
I need to see you privately.
Shady.
Away from here.
Shady.
I have something for you. From back then. About my in vitro treatments. Okay.
Helena the Assassin.
Helena, this is Amelia, your birth mom.
The poor baby don't understand. You would... It's...
I know.
You black. How are you my mom? What you mean?
How can you be my birth mother? Helena, I am birth mother to you both.
Also, I am the original. And so I think, now I was a bit confused, but I think that this is the point at which S starts piecing it all together, especially when she sees the picture. And on the back it says Project Lita, so she figures out that they're Project Lita. I'm thinking is what's happening. And then of course Kira walks in on her. And she's like, oh shit, I know this man.
Who's here? I think something bad is gonna happen again.
And then Kira with that damn
Connection. We were implanted by doctors, all of us. You split inside me into two baby girls.
I wonder who's the older
and
twin.
I hid you because I felt you were in danger.
I wonder who's the older twin. And I wonder who was the original twin. I really feel like, you know what, actually that's probably just my brain being weird. And because Helena's so childlike, I want to think she's the younger twin. But that doesn't mean anything. Her behavior. I feel like it's like big sister, little sister vibes. As in Sarah, Helena. But again, Helena's behavior is because of the abuse she experienced as a child. Not because, like, it's kind of how it is because of that abuse, not necessarily because Sarah's actually the older sister. It's just the way they are.
Sister. You're my twin sister. I don't want to be your sister.
Meathead.
No.
Sorry. It's the police. Open up. It's the police, fam. You know, I was genuinely afraid that Helena was going to make the house come down. With all this cracking the foundation.
And I want things to be normal again.
I want things to be normal again. I want things to be normal again.
Your family's freedom.
Allison
Protection from
has such a complex relationship with herself and with her identity as a clone. And we've seen it through all the seasons, especially in that flashback 503 Beneath Her Heart. Such a complex relationship with herself.
your monitor has been lifted.
She has.
She has.
There was no need to nod. But then again, you're not about to tell your clone that, you know, who her monitor actually is. You know, I think I've already said this, but I never thought that her monitor was Ainsley. Like, not for a second. Oh no! It's the moment. Oh god. I remember watching this, like, no clue. I had no clue Kasima was gonna be sick when I started this. And they went ahead and did it. They did it. And I know why they did it too. Because they wanted the scientist to become the patient. They wanted that dynamic on the show.
Please, don't be alarmed.
I'm beyond alarmed.
I'm pissed. Oh my god. Oh my god. Rachel in them damn windows, I swear.
Sarah Manning. So, my name is Rachel Duncan, and we are going to come to terms.
You know, I'm pretty sure out of all the clones, Rachel is the one I dissociate from Tatiana the most. Like, obviously we see Sarah and we're like, oh yeah, Tatiana plays Sarah. And then sometimes you might forget that Tatiana also plays Kasima and Allison, but whenever I see Timas as Sarah interacting with the guy that plays Ferdinand, I'm like, wait a minute, she also plays Rachel, doesn't she? Like, it's like a she also plays Rachel, doesn't she moment. I know I've said it like 3 or 4 times now. I'm interested in seeing how I interpret Rachel this time around.
Provided for, unmonitored, but available. Call it Sovereignty Association. But like I said,
You know,
I'm not interested.
if Sarah had disagreed here,
Take 24 hours to think about it.
we wouldn't have a season 2 through 5 of Orphan Black.
Midnight tomorrow.
Okay,
Hi.
I'm kidding. Do not bite me. It was a joke.
Sarah.
This scene,
Career at the Dyad Institute.
the wine pouring,
Yeah, studying us.
like this.
We have to know our own biology. That's what this is all about, right? Maybe I can help us best from the
Simple,
inside.
but so efficient.
Well, I can't trust this Rachel bitch, can I? Not
Nope.
if there's the first child of a plum.
Okay. Allison's theme throughout this whole section where she meets up with Ainsley and after she kills Ainsley, it deviates from her normal theme, I should say. I'll explain it when it happens. Like, we're gonna hear some Helena sounds in there. That's Allison's.
Chad got his own place at the door. Christmas
This is just
Eve.
horrible
I
timing.
made that.
She just happens to be moving
Well, to hell with you.
when the monitor has been suspended.
You're barren and you can't have your own children.
That is the weirdest death I've seen in like television history. Well, probably not television history. Girl. Allison, that wasn't smart. Ainsley, that wasn't smart. Y'all just need to... Whatever. It happened already. Now, as Allison is leaving, wiping down her prints and walking back home, you're gonna hear Helena sounds in the theme. That's a Helena sound. The I'm sorry. Hug, call her mom, Sarah. Ow! Use my fingers. Why does this show does these things?
You alright?
Yeah. Sorry.
I really like Delphine's hair this episode. Also, now I get it.
Now I get it. It's Delphine!
She go
She got baggage.
rude.
Sarah were here. She'd kick your willingness.
French leather. Just kidding. Please don't fight me.
Why are you here? Because
Love you. Just kidding.
Because Leaky is a liar.
I'm a horrible
And I
person.
think you can prove it scientifically with that. You need to trust someone.
I think it's really funny how like the entire fandom or
I think the sequence is a message.
the fandom did not trust her.
Like, Dr.
No one
Fred
in the show
Venter.
trusts her. Trust Delphine. 2K17.
Thank you for meeting me, Sarah.
You know, honestly, if I'd been paying attention, I would have been able to tell it was Helena
Drink? What child, Helena?
when I first watched it.
How can two fates be so different?
But I couldn't tell until she started talking.
How did scientists put babies inside you? What?
No. Helena? Helena, shame on you. I'm sure this was like a really dramatic moment in the finale too, because I was shook when I watched it.
You do them. You let them make me this way.
Okay, what is it?
It's 324B21. 324B21.
Great.
Right.
I'm 324B21. This scene speaks volumes on the property versus person. That's why I made that face when Delphine said 324B21 is always like no big deal. And then it's like, oh, wait a minute. You know? Such a damn shame.
Keep pressure.
Helena, don't be. Such a shame. Imagine that. Meeting your birth mom, and then
I'm sorry, Mother isn't very well. Killed someone I've been dreaming about my whole life. Oh, I cannot kill you, sister. Like you could not kill me.
she's like, really now?
Sarah, we make a family. Yes, we got a family.
Back to the good old days when I didn't freak out at the thought. This was like before I became really attached to these characters, and me watching this the first time I was like, oh, that's a bummer. I was looking forward to seeing where her character goes. Versus me in like 509 or 50, no, it's 509. Oh my god. Me then versus me now. This. Like, why? Why put her through that? Whatever.
Okay, moment of truth.
Endless Forms Most Beautiful is starting right now. This is the song, Endless Forms Most Beautiful.
324B21. It's your ID tag. Let's see what else there is.
Let's not.
CAGT.
Paul, I've always loved you, Sarah.
Happening in Afghanistan.
Dearden.
Any freedom they promise is bullshit.
They're liars. That synthetic sequence?
It's a patent. A patent? We're property. Our bodies, our biology,
Everything we
Everything.
are, everything we become
Explodes
belongs to
here.
them.
Sarah, they could claim Kira. They're patented. This organism and derivative genetic material is restricted intellectual property.
I have two very important things to say about this scene in my outro comments. Because
I'm sick of you.
we know that what we saw in season 5 happened right about now. But there's more than that. About this scene right here. The infamous Kira. Do it, girl. Icon. True. Okay, so that was the season 1 finale of Orphan Black called Endless Forms Most Beautiful. First things first, both of the lists have been updated. Many clones are manyfold. That's Rachel. Y'all can't see that. The point is Rachel is now on the list of many clones, meaning that we've met, between season 1 and 5, we've met 12 or heard of 12 clones. Between season 1 and 5. 2 of those clones were season 5, so in season 1, we heard of 10 clones. So between seasons 1 and 5, we have Beth Kacha, 3 Euros, which Danielle Fournier, never mind. I'm not trying to remember their names. Allison, Casima, Sarah, Helena, Lisa, Glenn, Melinda, the one with the blue hair, and then Rachel. So that's everyone we've heard of between seasons 1 and 5. And when I say between seasons 1 and 5, I mean seasons 1 and season 5. Tatiana's lips have been on many people. She kissed Donnie twice in this episode. And so those 4 are from season 1. So in season 1, Tatiana kissed 4 people. Or Tatiana's characters kissed 4 people. And then this little tally in the corner, that's Leonard from season 5, who was played by her boyfriend, Tom Cullen. And when I say her boyfriend, I mean Tatiana's real life boyfriend played Leonard. One thing is, I'm really not surprised about Allison choosing to take the deal. And everyone, all of the characters' responses to Leaky approaching them and Rachel approaching them with a deal were very fitting to their characters. Like, there's nothing about me that doubted that each character would have made the decision they did. Also, I'm probably going to edit out, but that's another person entirely. After Art and Angie visit Vic at, what was it, Narcotics Anonymous? Or was it Alcoholics Anonymous? AA. I don't know which one it was. But they visited him there, and he gave them info, and they went to Black Oaks Drive and saw Allison, and they're like, that's another person entirely. I remember the first time that I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness, in more foul language, but I don't feel like editing that, you know. There were so many things that happened in this episode that kind of just changed the game. We met Rachel, changed the game. The cops arrested Sarah. We found out Helena was Sarah's twin. Both of those game changers. Of course, then they found out about Allison too, another game changer. Then we found out about the patents. Game changer. Like, there was just so much that happened in this episode that really set up for the coming seasons. like me, when I said if Sarah had just accepted the deal now, we wouldn't have seasons 2 through 5, honestly. That leaves me with 2 more things, well, actually 3. The 2 things I had to say about that scene, and then what I'm doing for season 2. So we know that after Cosima told Delphine she was sick, the Defy Them scene happened. Alright, and we didn't see that until season 5. But it happened right there. Meaning, everything I rewatch from this point on would be the first time rewatching it since I've seen the Defy Them scene. Meaning, my perspective of Cosima and Delphine's actions may differ from my pre-season 5 opinions. So I just thought I needed to say that. And the second thing, you know, this show fit a lot of plot into the number of episodes it has. I acknowledge that, I really do. And there are some things that they have to cut out in order for the more important scenes to make it in. However, after season 5 aired, Orphan Black released a book that was like a journal format thing that was supposedly written by Delphine, like the notes of Delphine Cormier. And apparently, I haven't read the book. The book's like $30. I'm not trying to spend money. You feel me? But according to the internet and people who have read the book, one of Delphine's parents, can't remember if it was the mother or the father, was diagnosed with an illness, and I'm pretty sure it was a terminal illness. And she, growing up, or maybe, you know, in her late teens, early adulthood, had to witness the other parent devolve based on the parent who had the illness. Delphine supposedly has a lot of personal experience with illness. And then Cosima's like, I'm sick. And just that tidbit of information, you know what, that's what makes me feel like they pulled it out of their ass after the show ended. Which, why would you do that? Because there's a lot of background information that we don't get. We don't get a lot of background information on Paul. We don't get a lot of background information on Delphine. There's that one scene in season 3 where we think we're about to get some background information. I think it was 308. Can't remember. There's a lot of background information that we don't get. I know that. But I mean that right there would add a whole other level to the character. And a whole other level to the character's motivations and her interactions with Cosima. So that to me, it's just confusing. I'm confused. And when I say confused, I mean why? Why? That's it. Why? Other two things. You already wrote that up when you decided to create the character and just never mentioned it. Which, why? Why would you even have that as a background for the character if it's not going to play a single role in how the character interacts with other characters, or if it's not going to play a single role in how the audience interprets the character, then why is it there? Just for sake? Or second, that detail was placed there after the show was pretty much already ended. In which case, why? Why would you do that? Like, why on earth do you keep adding things that'll change the perspective and context of scenes we've already seen? Why do you do that? You're only making things harder for yourself. You're only, giving the potential to create more plot holes. Anyway, that's it. Delphine had a sick parent. I think a sick parent who may have even died of a terminal illness. And she was a witness to all of that. It affected her. Yet, it doesn't seem to be in any way incorporated into the show. So why does it exist? Because me knowing that and it not being incorporated in any way into the show is bothering me. There, I said it. It's off my chest now. Ainsley died. The audience found out that Donnie is a monitor. I never doubted he was a monitor. They found out about the patents, and Kira and Siobhan are gone. That's basically what happened. For season 2, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to take probably 2 weeks, because my school gets over for me in 2 or 3 weeks. I'm going to take 2 weeks, focus on finals, edit a few DC's Legends of Tomorrow videos, and any other videos that I need to catch up on. I'll edit those so I won't feel like I'm behind, because I have videos that I want to put out but I can't because I'm focusing on stuff like this. So I'm going to work on those, and then I'm going to start recording season 2. And I'm pretty sure that I've already set up my mind that I'm going to pre-record everything and edit everything and then start posting them. So it might be a while until they're actually up. It's November 26th, probably January while. When do I get back from? Oh, also, Dahia's going to be in some of my rewatches for season 2. Maybe Stanley. Maybe my friend Desi. But Desi hasn't even watched the show. She's just probably going to be with Dahia and I, because the three of us are really good friends. So he might see Desi. You're probably going to see Dahia. Because I'm going back down to the state. And I'm going to be there for the second half of December. As soon as school gets over for me, I'm going down. And I'm there for 3 weeks and I'm coming back up. I get back in early January. Very early January. And I'm pretty sure that's when I'm going to start posting these. I'll probably just upload them and put them on a schedule so there's no chance of me messing up and y'all waiting 2 weeks for another one. It'll probably be up every 3 or 4 days. I'll probably set it up for every 4 days. Maybe every week. But that's pretty much how I've decided I'm going to do that. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you liked it. You can check out my description of the playlist on my channel to see what I am watching, and subscribe if any of those things interest you. Yes, I'm doing seasons 2 through 4 of the Rewatch. I finally finished a season of the Rewatch. Yay! I'm probably at some point going to re-edit and re-upload 106 and 108 so they can at least be on my channel, because I worked hard on those videos. And if there's content in there that isn't supposed to be in there, then I'll take it out so that I'm not making anyone upset. And by anyone, I mean the people who own the content that I am analyzing. And I'll probably re-upload those at some point. You'll see me soon. Not really. I'll still be here. I just won't be doing Orphan Black for another month or more. Or they won't be posted for another month, which isn't really that much considering how it took me 3 weeks between 108 and 109. I'm still mad I fell. Will y'all be safe during that time? Hope you're having a wonderful existence. And I guess that brings me to bye. Hello, my name. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's upside down.
Try it out again, yo. Bro, come on. Feel the work, yo.
Adios.
You got it.
Goodbye. So we know that after Cosima, tells Delphine that she's sick, the defy them scenes happen. I just looked into the light because I was following a bug. Oh, I'm gonna throw up one of these days. So we know that after... Why are my titties showing down? So we know that after Cosima tells Delphine that she's sick, the defy them scenes happen. So we know... So we know after the... I hate this. You know what? It all goes in my bonus, but I'm tired of my bonuses. Just do the right thing. I just got arrested by the cops just for doing my job. Here to protect my sister's man. Play my jam. This my jam. You the man. Hottest mixtape of 2017. This scene with
Rachel didn't feel like a truth. She felt like a gun.
not this scene, never mind.
Okay.
Like we're gonna hear some Helena we're gonna hear some Helena sounds in there. Stay put. Nah, it's not gonna stay put. I asked you to do one thing. Please don't. I'm sorry. So excuse me. Boyfriend, Tom Cullen. And when I say her boyfriend, I mean Tatiana's real life boyfriend played Tom. That's not what I meant to say. I drew Delphine like a month ago. Oh, Satan. Or a single role in stop that. That was very immature. If you don't focus, the cops arrested Helena. Wait, damn it, I did it again.
Ones and zeros. Binary. They were coding in ASCII.
Bye. You know, every time I look at that picture back there, that one, I'm still pointing at, I looked at it and I pointed the wrong direction. That one, I'm gonna remember falling because that was ridiculous. You wanna know what I tripped over? My French horn. Am I weak or is that heavy? Or is it both? How much does a French horn weigh? Where's the French horn in the case? Ow, my shoulder. Ow, my shoulder. Oh, around and dislocate something.